been reminded this season, this break, that the holidays are not always a happy time for everyone. Some people are grieving.
Right.
And thus this next poem called The Man Who Died Awake. So a short synopsis. In this poem, I meet a dead friend at the funeral. His name is Fongqua, and I'm speaking to his corpse, pretty much. So this is The Man Who Died Awake. I once heard a story of a man who fell so ill, he refused to fall asleep. He said he wanted to watch death when it walked up to him. So he did not sleep. On the night that he did, death came for him. I look up and I see a picture of my grandmother on a pin, pinned to the curtain that guards my mother's bed. That pin must have been there for all 3 years. At the time, my grandmother had been dead for 3 years. That first year, my mother mourned with no makeup and no jewelry, just a pair of pearl earrings for Sunday mornings only. My cousin tells the story of when her grandmother died. Her father, a man so strong who walked with a bounce to his step, who was always so confident, cried. And his wife, my aunt, supported him up the stairs. He was so stricken with grief that he couldn't even walk by himself. Dear Fongqua, the first time we met 2 years ago when you died, the first time we met, I saw you in a coffin. And it was a pretty nice coffin. And a very nice space. Drowning in the sounds of crying while I stood there silent. I think I saw your mother being held in the arms of a young boy who held her tight. It was as if time had frozen where they were standing, because nothing moved to them, nothing moved by them. Everything stood so still, and it was calm, very calm, and numb. Lots of hugging and numbness, until all of a sudden there was screaming in the moment when they lifted your coffin. I think I saw the girl you had asked to marry you. A few days before, you brought her to your mother for the very first time. You left them downstairs to go upstairs, only you never came back down, dead. A few days later, I think I see the girl you had asked to marry you standing in the front and towards the side, and as they lift your coffin, she rises up as if she's been lifted too, and she tosses her hands over her mouth as if she's afraid that if she lets them go, she might start screaming your name, or worse, her own. And then I feel it. Your consciousness might have long left this world, but your body had always been in it, and now they were ripping away the last fragments, the last palpable pieces of you that were still in this world. And then I hear it. Someone from behind me calls your name. They call it as if at any moment now you are going to rise up and walk towards them. And so I am waiting. But you never do. Dear Fongqua, I lost a friend in this break. She was young like you. She was so go-getter like you. She was engaged like you. She was my age. And I wonder why some people don't make it past the Christmas and others do. I wonder why I'm still here. What it is that I have to do. I wonder why any of us is still here. Thank you.
Vamos, cara, pá.
Sim, almoço.
Já vou dar.
Alguém me tissue,